G'day guys, welcome back. This week we start on the main deck of the Soleil Royale. Going to be the same principle as the last deck I did. Going to be doing the 3-shift butt system. Already marked out where each cross beam would be under the deck, and then following the system, which is basically just means that we go from beam 1 to 5, and then the rest of them follow in the order of 3, 2, 4, and that gives you the 3 butt pattern. I only have to mark the first 5 points because after that they just follow each other along. I don't see any point in filming the whole thing once I've explained what I'm going to be doing. So I'll complete this side of the deck and then I'll get back to you. Okay, I've finished planking this side of the deck. One thing I didn't mention was these tabs on the other side. These ones will actually get cut out, unlike the first deck, because they'll be sitting right up into the frames on the side of the ship. I'm just waiting for that to dry so I can sand it, seal it, and then stain it. So I thought I'd move on to the other side, and it's going to be exactly the same pattern as I said before. I've already marked this side out. I'm actually cutting the boards into 8cm long strips. I'm not sure if you can actually see it, but I'll put the 2 dots at each end to represent the nails going into the decks. I know I said that I wasn't going to film any of this, but then I thought when I was beginning, I was after any sort of information I could get about just about anything. I had no idea, so I thought I'll go into some detail with this side anyway. I won't film the whole lot, but bits and pieces of each step. So I've already cut a number of these ready to be done. I actually got them into a whole bundle and then just used my little guillotine to cut them up into lots of I don't know, probably about 20 planks. And then to simulate the caulking, I just use a pencil, colour in the side of the boards. And it's actually amazing how much of a nice effect it gives the planks once you've fitted them to the deck of the ship. Do one side and then I flip the clamps over to the other side, and then same thing again with the pencil. Could actually still do this the way they recommend in the plans. This is just how I like to do it. I think this makes it look a little bit more realistic. So I'll do the rest of these, and then we'll continue with the next step. Okay, I've done the caulking effect on all the planks. Each of these planks is 3mm wide, 0.6mm thick, and 30cm long, or 300mm long. So I get 3 8cm planks out of each, and then I have a 6mm one left over, which I've been using to fill in the gaps at the end. So for instance, if you were starting on position 1, I use one of the shorter ones just to fill in off the ends. That way we're not wasting anything. What we have to remember is when we did the first board on this side, we started at position 1. So if we actually start at position 1 on this one, it's going to be incorrect pattern coming across. So what we need to do is the next position would be position 3. So I'll glue this one there. Now, where are we starting here? And then the next board will go to position 2. And then position 4. And then that will give you the correct position, and then we would start the whole pattern again, going back to position 1. So I'll just fill in these ends. Because we only have the small gaps left at this end, I just use the smaller ones that we have left over. And then to continue, we would then just repeat the pattern. So we've started at 1 again, so 3, 2, 4, and then so on across. And from this end, we just continue the line, so everything continues the same pattern. So I'll continue with that and then get back to you. Okay, we've got our first one all planked, dry, trimmed up. So before we seal that and stain it, we'll do the second side. So just a sharp knife and then cut along the edges. tidy up the mast hole, I'll just use a round file to make it nice and smooth. I'll just have a bit of a square file here, and I'll just use that to smooth it out, make it nice and square. Okay, I'll just go along and do the rest of those, and then we'll continue. Okay, that one's all done now. There are a couple of boards that came off near the edges that I've had to replace, so I'll just leave that one to dry. And in the meantime, on this other one, I'll seal it so we get it ready for the stain. I think on my next build I'm actually going to look into, I've noticed a lot of people say they use, I think it's called shellac oil or some sort of oil on the decks. I'm actually going to do a bit of research into that, see whether that is better than staining the decks. So I don't know too much about that, so it'd be worth checking out. I usually let the first coat dry, then I'll do a second, and then once that dries we can add the stain to it. Once we've got both sides done, we'll prepare the deck for fitting them. So we have some crossboards that we have to fit before we lay the deck on there. Okay, so I'll let that dry, do the second coat, and then we'll start recording again when I have the stain to do. Okay, while we're waiting for the sealer to dry on the decks, we've just got to fit these 5 little beams that we've got going across the top of the frames here. They're 3x3 wood, and I've cut them already. This one I've actually glued, but all the rest of them I need to glue in place. Okay, so they're all glued in. Just have to wait for them to dry, and next up we'll do the stain for the decks, and then we'll be able to fit them. Okay, we're ready to stain the decks. As you can see, I've already done this one, so we'll just move on to the second one, using the same as I did in the other deck, the old Baltic stain, and I just rub it on with a microfiber cloth. Okay, that's done. One thing that I noticed before, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but with the stain on there, you can really make out the fact that we've done individual planks. Just makes it look a lot more realistic to me. So we'll leave this to dry, and then the final part of the video will be fitting it to the ship. Okay, now that the cross beams have all dried, whoops, we can fit the 2 parts of the deck onto here. I considered nailing the deck down first and then planking it, but I thought it was going to be a little bit annoying trying to get underneath that forward deck. So, but I've done a dry fit of this, and although a little bit tight, it doesn't look like it'll be too bad. Okay, so put the first one in. That's the first one. Okay, so that all fits in nice and neatly. Didn't have to move the frames very much at all. What I'll probably do once this video ends, I'll just put a weight on here just to make sure it sits nicely down on those beams. Other than that, that doesn't look too bad. So that'll be the end of this video, and what I'll do between now and the following week is I'll make up and add the 3 rear decks, and I think then we can start putting some planking on the rear of the ship, and between the rear of the ship and then planking the hull, I think they want a grating that will go onto here. So we'll look that up, and we'll start next week. Thanks. See you next time.